guys, welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E.
I'm D.
And today we're covering international news,
Ooh.
but royal spins to it because we're royally obsessed with everybody. I know we cover most of, the UK, but there's other royals.
Yeah.
So as we stumble upon them and learn more about them, we're going to start covering them because, deep down inside, I want to be a royal. It would be so much simpler. But today we're going to cover two royals. The first article is about Princess Rajwa of Jordan is pregnant. So Crown Prince Hussein is expecting the first baby 10 months after their wedding.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was fast.
Yeah. So this is a People magazine article written by Janine Henney. And so, of course, like the headline that you just read, King Abdullah and Queen Rania's eldest son has a whole new royal role, fatherhood. Princess Rajwa and Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan have some happy news to share. She's pregnant. The royal Hashemite court announced that the couple is expecting their first child on April 10th. That was the announcement, not that they had it. So the royal Hashemite, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, court is pleased to announce that their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II and Prince Rajwa Al Hussein are expecting their first baby this summer. They said in the announcement. The Royal Hashemite Court extends wow, I can't even pronounce anything. Its sincere congratulations to Their Majesties King Abdullah II and Queen Rania Al Abdullah on this occasion and wishes Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein and Princess Rajwa good health and joy as they welcome their baby. On social media, the pregnancy announcement was accompanied by a smiling photo of Crown Prince Hussein and Princess Rajwa, both 29, after they tied the knot on June 1st, 2023. And we covered that wedding. Y'all go look at the video.
Yeah.
So the baby on the way will be the first grandchild of Queen Rania. Is it Rania or Rania? I
Say
think it's
Rania.
yeah, who's 53, and King Abdullah, who's 62. According to Gertz Royal, the new addition will receive the titles of His or Her Royal Highness and Prince or Princess. A male child will become second in line to the throne of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. According to the country's constitution, adopted in 1952, the throne is hereditary to King Abdullah ibn al Hussein's dynasty and passes in linear succession from the king to his eldest son, and so on. If the baby is female, there will be no change to the line of succession. Crown Prince Hussein is heir to the throne, followed by his younger brother, Prince Hashem. Queen Rania and King Abdullah are also parents to daughters, Princess Iman and Princess Salma. Hussein and Rajwa tied the knot in a dazzling royal wedding in June 2023. Royals from around the world traveled to Amman for the major celebration, including Prince William and Kate Middleton. The wedding was held nearly a year after Crown Prince Hussein announced his engagement to Rajwa Al Saif, who received the princess title on their June 1st wedding day. Sharing their engagement news on social media, like many modern couples, Prince Hussein posted a formal portrait with Rajwa along with a hopeful message for the future. We pray that God grants us his blessings. Grateful to my dear Jordanian family for their heartfelt support and kind wishes, the Crown Prince captioned the snap. And it was a totally beautiful picture. Princess Rajwa was born in Saudi Arabia and went to college in the US. She earned a degree in architecture from Syracuse University in New York, as well as a professional designation degree in visual communications from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising is in Los Angeles. Very accomplished. Crown Prince Hussein is a graduate of the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in England and Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., and serves as a captain in the Jordan Army or Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army. While the couple has kept the story of how they connected private, Princess Rajwa has embraced her royal role. A few weeks after their epic wedding, she joined her husband and in-laws for a private trip to Sun Valley. Queen Rania said the Jordanian royals seem to have traveled stateside for Allen & Co.'s annual conference at the Sun Valley Lodge in Sun Valley, Idaho, famously nicknamed Summer Camp for Billionaires. Princess Rajwa's pregnancy news comes just 2 months after the death of her father, Khalid bin Musaid bin Saif bin Abduluzaz. I'm sorry, Al Saif. In an announcement shared on their website, the court said the Royal Hashemite Court mourns the passing of the father of Her Royal Highness Princess Rajwa Al Hussein, Khalid bin Musaid. May his soul rest in peace. By His Majesty King Abdullah's orders, the Royal Hashemite Court has announced 3 days of mourning as of Sunday, February 8th, 2024. The Royal Hashemite Court expresses its deepest sympathies and condolences to their Majesties King Abdullah and Queen Rania, the Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II and Princess Rajwa Al Hussein, and to the Al Saif family in these difficult times, the statement said. So, okay, that was a lot to take in
Mm-hmm.
for like our first international royal news in a while. But I think that we can both say congratulations to Princess Rajwa and her husband on this exciting baby news. It is also unfortunate about the passing of her father just 2 months ago. But I'm sure that being or going through this journey of motherhood and all that will be a good way for her to be able to keep her father alive through her child. So I think that would be a really great way to honor him. But their wedding was awesome. I just keep going back in my head about the wedding because we covered it and it was like look after look after look. Loved
Guys, go
it.
check out our video. We were obsessed, like royally obsessed with
Yeah.
all their looks. I think they had a few events. It was like the actual wedding, then the post party. It's like, how billionaires and millionaires do it. Like the who's who was there. And,
Hmm.
I don't know, I guess I lost my invitation or we did.
Oh.
But go check out that video. Like Dee said, congrats.
Hmm.
That should be fun. I think that Queen Rania is the most excited because you know how
Yeah,
grandmas are.
of
Like,
course.
first grandchild, can you
Mhm.
imagine? And I think it would be more exciting for them if it's a son, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Another person in line for the throne. They're here for it. We're here for it. I think it's just a shame that here in the US, we don't get a lot of info about them. Like, we really have to scour the internet for it.
Yeah.
Um, I think we did have another video about them when they went on their honeymoon.
Hmm.
Caused a little bit of controversy, but we're not going to
Right.
bring because this is happy news. We're having a baby. Well, they are,
Yeah.
but we're all having a baby.
We're
So
all.
so I think it's pretty exciting. And I learned something new that they
Yeah.
skip, if there's women in the line, they just get skipped.
Yeah. Which, as we know, Queen Elizabeth II, when I believe it was Princess Charlotte was born, it wasn't too long, I believe, after that the law was changed to allow for the women in to be in line of succession to the throne. And well, I believe they were still in line to the throne, but they were always skipped over if a younger brother was born. So after Princess Charlotte, it was changed so that she would continue to be behind Prince George. And so then when Prince Louis was born, he was behind Princess Charlotte. So yeah, I also didn't know that about the Jordanian royal family.
Mhm.
But I'm sure that, yeah, like you said, if it is a boy, of course, that's just going to be insane because hello, an heir. They'll love that.
Mhm.
Um, and then I think like you said, it's crazy how we don't really get any information. Like we didn't know about her father passing away and that was just 2 months ago. But we
Mhm.
don't really get like a lot of information for them. But we have definitely tried to follow them after we like covered their wedding last year because we were just completely amazed by everything and they look like such a beautiful couple and clearly very accomplished and educated people. So
Mhm.
side note, I'm also kind of obsessed with Queen Rania, and I have been for a few years. That woman is gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah. So anyway, that is the bulk of the Jordanian royal family side of the news, international news. we're moving on, guys, to
A hunk.
I can't believe this is how we're starting it. Really?
Man, who has said the word hunk in a while? I feel like it's worthy. Based on the
It
picture
is.
that we're looking at, he's a
Yes.
cutie.
Yes. So would you like to take it away, ma'am? Would you like to go ahead and dive into this article since you're already obsessed?
Don't mind if I do. So this article is from People by Janine Henney. The title is Royal or Movie Star. Is just discovering the hot Prince Carl Philip of Sweden. Where has he been all my life? I inappropriate, but very appropriate.
Right, exactly.
So TikTok has a new crush, and so do we.
Mhm.
Prince Carl Philip of Sweden. Users on social media platform has seemingly rediscovered the dashing royal as the hashtag Prince Carl Philip is lighting up the site with over 111 million views. There should be more, guys. The most popular video about the only son of King Carl. Man, I forgot my Roman numerals. Hold on. X 16, right? Yeah, I think 16. Gustav and Queen Sylvia has been viewed over 5.8 million times, showing a montage of Carl Philip, 44, from his late teens to the present day. Set to the tune of Careless Whisper by George Michael and Wham.
I love
The
that
clip, the clip chronicles Prince Carl Philip through the years at various white tie events and diplomatic dinners in naval uniform and at official engagements, plus having a little fun as a competitive race car driver. Let's have a moment of silent meditation.
what? I can't deal with you.
Multiple commentators swoon that the Duke of Baumland was hot, gorgeous, and handsome.
Oh.
Literally, Prince Charming and can get more handsome with age. Best looking royal in the world, a fan
Oh.
said. He just keeps getting finer and finer, and
Oh.
we're agreed. Prince Carl Philip is also drawn comparisons to Hollywood stars like 50 Shades of Grey leading man Dornan and Superman actor Henry Cavill. I have to pause here. He does not look like Jamie, but he could be cousins with Henry.
Yeah, he could definitely be related.
Because when I saw him, I was like, oh, I have a first love, which is Henry, Mr. Superman himself. Now it's Carl Phillip. I know I sound obsessed, but I'm really not. I'm kidding, guys. Well, while Prince Carl Phillip may be currently charming TikTok, he has been in the royal spotlight since he was born. Carl Phillip arrived in May 1979 as the second child to King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sonja, were already parents to daughter Princess Victoria. As Sweden followed an agnatic order of succession upon Carl Philip's birth, meaning that only males could inherit the throne, which we just covered that.
Oh yeah.
He was born as the crown prince. However, plans were already in motion to shift the law of Swedish succession to absolute primogeniture, meaning that the crown would pass to the eldest child of the monarch regardless of sex.
Love it.
So, the article continues, but it's just basically fawning over how good looking this man is. Prince Carl Philip completed his military training while studying business administration at the Swedish Defense University, rising to the rank of major. He also trained as an agriculturalist and earned a master's degree from the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, his royal bio outlines. The working royal announced his engagement to Sophia Helquist, a former model and reality star. She's pretty.
She is
Can you
pretty.
tell I'm disappointed? In June 2014, and they wed at the Royal Chapel at the Royal Palace in Stockholm 1 year later, making her Princess Sophia. The couple went on to welcome three sons: Prince Alexander 7, Prince Gabriel 6, and Prince Julian 3. So, what do we think about Mr. Prince Carl Philip?
Well, I did not think he was 44 for starters.
Mm,
I was very surprised by that number. And could he be related to Henry Cavill? Yes, he can. Most
yes, yeah.
definitely. Could pass as some kind of a relative for sure. Um, his wife is beautiful. And obviously also he seems to also be very educated and all that and accomplished. But I can definitely see why TikTok is fawning over him. He is very attractive. And I think the royals outside of the UK royals, they don't get covered as much because there's not really a lot of attention that's paid to them
Mm,
um in comparison of course to those from the UK. But there could very easily be way more headlines about these other royals because they're interesting, not just good looking, but they're also interesting and they seem to have pretty like good lives as well. Sweden, like you said, changed their law so that the crown will pass to the eldest no matter the sex. So they actually did that long before Queen Elizabeth changed the laws in England. So I think it's also interesting the article mentions how even though the prince has three sons, it says that they inherited um his royal highness titles at birth, but their grandfather Carl Gustaf stripped some of his grandchildren of the royal titles in 2019, including the brothers. The decision affected the three kids of Princess Madeline and her husband Christopher O'Neill, plus Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia's sons. The announcement meant that the five grandchildren would no longer be expected to perform official duty roles in the future. While they remain members of the royal family, they lost their HRH titles. However, the young cousins, Prince Carl Philip's sons Alexander and Gabriel, and Princess Madeline's kids, Princess Lenore, Prince Nicholas and Princess Adrian retained their titles of Prince and Princess, but the styling became personal and any future spouse or children will not have a right to them. Carl Philip and Sophia spoke out about the news on social media, sharing they understood the king's decision. Um, Today, the king announced a decision that our children no longer hold the royal highness position. We see this as a positive, as Alexander and Gabriel will have freer choices in life. This is very true. They will retain their prince titles and their duchies of Sodermonland and Dalarna, which we value and are proud of. Our family has strong connections to both landscapes and we maintain our commitment there. We will continue to focus on our heart issues and commitment. We also continue to support the king and crown princess, our future head of state, and participate in the king's house activities as we wish. Prince Julian was born in 2021, making him the first of the king's grandchildren to not be born with the HRH title. So, I mean, that's very interesting. Also, something that we did not hear about here, like not covered all that much. But what do you think about that? Do you think that's like how they said a good, I guess a good like, good idea, good choice?
Uh, is it? I don't know. I'm torn because I love these kinds of traditions. Obviously, we're from the US, Florida over here, Texas over there. We're not fun over here. So I really love the traditions and everything that royals do. You know, the whole image of a monarchy and what they represent. I love all those things. But I also do love that, the kids could be free,
Yeah,
as the article said. They can choose,
that's
what they want to do or not do. Um, so, they can grow up without those pressures. And, if you guys have seen our articles, I mean, not our articles, our videos
true.
on Prince William and Prince Harry, they've always assumed these duties
Right.
until the fallout, of course, for Prince Harry.
Yeah.
So I think kids will be kids. And
Right.
then if they want to, do royal duties or not, they're free to make choices. So I think that's great for them. I would
Yeah.
want a choice.
Yeah, you're right. I think that, yeah, I think what you said makes sense. And of course, it can all change once the eldest daughter of the king becomes queen, if she, were to change her mind and provide them with titles once again. Because I think something that we've touched on when it comes to some of our UK royal videos, but we haven't fully delved into is the fact that, like, the older generation of royals around the world is dwindling. I think that after Queen Elizabeth, the oldest reigning queen was Queen Margrethe, and she stepped down as well. So now we're seeing that more so the ones that are kind of peers to like Prince William, um, they're the ones that are kind of like taking over and everything. And their children are younger, are smaller, or teenagers, or maybe even like elementary school age. So there's going to be, I think, a pretty big shift coming, because there's not there's not going to be much more of like quote unquote the old guard. So I'm interested to see how things will change and shift, considering that a lot of places don't really want to have a monarchy anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, see
I
how that.
wonder if other monarchies are going to be implement these progressive ideas.
Maybe.
Um, well, we covered Jordan earlier, so they haven't as of yet. I don't know if they will, but it would be interesting to see other royals and seeing what they're going to do and adopt in these situations.
Yeah. We do know that, for example, Princess Anne of England, she did not give or want or allowed any titles for her children. So her children were able to go on and lead semi normal lives.
Hmm.
Um, and then you have I believe Princess Eugenie and Princess
Beatrice.
Beatrice. I don't think their children have titles, not that I'm aware of. um so we do know that, for example, obviously Prince William and his family, all of them have titles. Prince Harry, despite the situation, his children still have their titles because they are grandchildren to the monarch. But there are at least some royals that do not give their children titles and whatnot. So I don't know if that's really going to be like a big shift for at least like the UK royals, but it might be for the other royals. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see as the years progress.
Definitely. But guys, that concludes today's video. Let us know in the comments what you think. We covered a lot. We covered Princess Rajwa
Hmm.
being pregnant. We covered the very handsome Prince Charles Philip. Let us know what other royals you want us to cover and where to find this information, because we're
Oh.
interested and we can't find it here. So guide us, tell us a TikTok, tell us a source. We're here to listen.
Hmm.
But that concludes today's video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends so we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We are on TikTok and Instagram, Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also listen to the videos in podcast format via YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.